Just let you know. I want to see this. Alright, Kiki versus Murloc. I want to see how this goes. A lot of... I want to see. So, we got Squirrel, Lizard, Boar, Fox, Mine Balloon from Murloc against QQ with his Squirrel, Lizard, Boar, Fox, Wire Artillery. So, actually, really similar decks. I'm very intrigued to see how this works out. The Boar Fox is usually a QQ special. Map-wise, QQ has a nice defendable base here. There is this little way in around here, but he still has to come down through this base. So QQ can take this base, have a nice secure 2 bases to easily build out from. Build up his Boar Fox. Murloc gets 3 bases, but they're a bit more spread out, a bit harder to defend, but honestly not that hard. Since there's so much cliff here blocking entranceways. A couple of balloons here should be able to... Well, the thing is, because balloons give you so much vision, if Murloc just gets a balloon up here or on the corner, he'll be able to see if QQ's coming round here to attack, and he'll be able to move his army. So, I think this is a pretty defendable map for Murloc. QQ coming in with the lizards. Should get the 2 farms here. No, Murloc's able to get a sell on one. But QQ has the tempo here. He can come in. Definitely get at least 1 pig. Probably 2 if he was focus firing, which he didn't. I think QQ really could have got another farm there. And that would have... Because honestly, with the amount of lizards he lost, that was not worth it. That was like 9 lizards for 1 farm. Even 9 lizards for 2 farms is pretty not great. But Murloc just going straight for the fox. Interesting choice to go fox this early, given that his opponent's going lizards. But I suppose Murloc has his own tier 1 to support. QQ does see it. He sees that it's built. Will have some time to respond. His main response seems to be echoing up. If I was him, I would consider, like, sell a squirrel warren and put an artillery down on this corner, maybe. And then just shut the fox out completely of actually getting value. Or at least make it a lot more difficult. Because fox is going to have trouble here. Because QQ's on the high ground. It's going to be difficult for the fox to actually... And there's a lot of tier 1 to absorb the shots. Like, fox is a sniper. It wants to be taking out high value units, not dealing with clumps of low value. Now, Murloc has preemptively mined up this little pass. Oh, he's getting big value here, and QQ is just going to walk into so many mines. QQ is just completely... I think QQ just lost a game. QQ just let his entire second mill be taken without contesting and then blew up his own army. I don't really know what he was going for. Maybe a base race? Was he trying to base race? Was he trying to, like, pincer maneuver? Like, get the fox when it tried to retreat? But, I mean, just the mine value for Murloc is incredible. And I don't know how QQ comes back from this. Like, yeah, there's the fallowing. He's down to 3 farms. He's not going to be able to support large armies anymore, even if they are only tier 1. And the foxes, the fewer units are on the opponent's side, the better the fox gets. Murloc has this fresh mill that he can just go back and put farms on. I mean, that was just devastating. QQ just walking through so many mines. And out of position to not protect this mill. I just don't really know what he was trying to go for. But it was a bit of a perfect storm. And yeah, there's just no way he can take this army anymore. So that's game 1 to Murloc. Where do you go with this? Is it this way, this way, this way? This way, this way. Okay. Okay, so what we got here? Pigeon, Mole, Snake, Falcon, Fox, Mine. Against Squirrel, Mole. Oh. Skunk, Fox, Machine Gun, Balloon. And just in time to see this little sneaky play by QQ. And he could go for a second. He goes for a second. Oh, this is disastrous. Murloc just lost 120 food. For, like... I mean, it's 5 each time the mole gets built. Some damage on the moles. We're talking like, what? Maybe a full 60? If you really stretch it. Because, no, it wouldn't be that. Because one of the moles are only worth 20. So, yeah, it'd be like 30? 40, perhaps? At a push. And he tries to go for the fox again. That gets scouted. QQ's trying to do some more shenanigans, but instead he's got his 2 raccoon warrens. He might try and push with them. 4 raccoons are surprisingly tanky, especially with pigeons. And if you throw in a couple of mole warrens on the front lines to smack down this machine gun. Like, honestly, the ideal thing for QQ would have been go back and build just a bunch of squirrels. But, oh, he sold the mole warren. Why? He wants to check if the fox is still being built. I don't know why he kind of stood off here. See, this fox, because QQ only has tier 2 in his army, really, the fox has a lot of potential to really bring this back for Murloc. I think the raccoons can tank a fox shot. I think it needs like a fox shot and then like 2 fox shots, or fox shot and some squirrels. But QQ is really having to rely on... Okay, so 1 fox shot takes it down to 3. The pigeons can't get it healed up again. I think QQ is... like, he's not really capitalised on his early advantages well. Like, Murloc's happy to just send in these moles to tank the mine hits. Oh! Down to 3 HP. Can he get it? He can't. Oh. Oh, can he lead it into the mine? Oh, yes! Okay, the fox is down. QQ really needed that. Now, he's probably going to lose this raccoon as well. And it's a... I mean, it cost him a lot. That fox definitely got value. He went from 6 raccoons to none. Which is, you know, like 360 food. He's got... Murloc has, you know, other units in his army. He's got the moles, he's got the squirrels, he's got the skunks. He's got a good, you know, diverse portfolio. And then second fox on the way. Neither player's really got much in terms of eco. Like, QQ is losing this because he doesn't have squirrels, really. Like, that's the main thing that really set him back. No proper combat tier 1. Okay, Murloc nearly threw the entire game by sending his all his army straight into the mines. He might have actually thrown it anyway, because now there's still good value. That raccoon staying alive at 1 HP is big. Murloc is ahead on eco. QQ's getting some eco from the raccoons out of his territory. He can come back. It looks like he'll be able to pick off some farms here. Skunks and moles can't really deal with this. QQ should easily be able to kite. Murloc trying to get another fox out, but I don't know if he's going to have the time. This mill is delaying QQ. He needs to keep pushing. Why is he running? He's leaving. No, you've got the advantage. No, QQ. Okay, QQ sells his pigeons. He can avoid starving. He needs to put a farm down. Murloc is going to have to sell one of his squirrel warrens. He's not going to have enough for the farm. He cannot afford to just send this to do that. I did not think QQ was making the right choice there by banking on the mines, but Murloc made the mistake. And now we're at game 3. That was a close one. Would have been a lot easier for QQ if he had, you know, well, quite a few things, but especially squirrels. Just trying to brute force it with raccoons. Alright, so QQ has squirrels this time. Squirrel toad pigeon. Ferret owl machine gun. Okay, squirrel, skunk, owl, wolf, fox, wire. So triple tier 3 deck for Murloc. Always love to see it. Now, QQ, since it's owl v owl, QQ is at a disadvantage here. He doesn't really have a good answer to owl, other than his own, and his owls are not going to be outproducing wolf buffed owls. So honestly, if QQ can't, if this goes to the late game, QQ's just not going to have a chance. But we'll have to see if Murloc's going to try and go for another quick fox. He's done that in the last 2 games. So, yeah, map-wise, easy 3 base for Murloc, pretty easy 3 base for QQ as well. Don't think this 4th one goes to anyone in particular, maybe a bit more Murloc coded. Basically, it goes to whichever one's winning. QQ going for the back base instead of the forward. If I was ferrets, I'd probably go forward. So you could set up machine guns on the line and then you'd have a easier time poking. But I am a notoriously bad ferret player and QQ is not, so we'll have to see. QQ is actually one of the OG ferret players, so I trust his opinion with him over mine. Murloc just wiring up. QQ, again, doesn't really have an answer for it. Both players floating a lot of food. Are we going to see a tier 3 come out? Yep, that's an out. And that's a wolf. Okay, wolf first makes sense. If you've got multiple tier 3s, you usually want to get the wolf out first, because it lets you get your other tier 3s out faster by buffing the farms and buffing the warrens. Obviously, sometimes it's like you're going to have the situations where I don't have time for the wolf now. I need, you know, my big fighting unit out pronto. But usually you're not saving much time and you should just go for the wolf first. Okay, so wolf owl against double owl. Like a double owl should be able to keep up with one wolf buffed owl, but if we start getting to the more owls Murloc gets, Murloc's owls are just going to be you know, a lot more efficient. They're going to be producing more, and they're going to be producing units that fight more, so he's just going to be getting more bang from his buck. He's going for the fox, which honestly is kind of pointless in this engagement. It could hit the owls, so not entirely, but the owls don't do anything themselves anyway. If you have more owls than your opponent, your mice will kill their mice, and the owls will just be useless. So yeah, I don't think the fox is going to be a great call, but we'll see. QQ first to get an owl on the board. He's getting several beside it, taking his third base. Could consider starting to come in and whittle away at this wire with his mice. Mice are pretty good at killing wire. Okay, those mice were actually able to get a pig there, which is a good start. Eco is going to matter a lot in this game. Oh, tier 3 warrens on the front lines. I guess there's not a lot of other places to build it. Well, you could build them down here. That's pretty safe. Okay, so the annoying thing for QQ is that if his units keep getting kited, he's not going to be able to ever actually build up a critical mass of mice. Okay, and now Murloc's coming in around the side. Is QQ just going to accept this as a base race? Oh, well, he's getting some big value here, but so's Murloc. They're both... Who's going to do more damage? QQ down to 7 farms, Murloc down to 5. And Murloc lost a tier 3 warren. QQ needs to be careful here. There's not a lot protecting his owls. He needs to build up the mouse count. But he's up to 4 owls. He should be outproducing the wolf. Well, he's definitely be outproducing the wolf buffed owl now. Although, maybe not when there's 3 of them. Both players took a lot of damage there. I think, honestly, if QQ had just come back, he would have been able to catch out Murloc's army. Like, the reason he was already fighting pretty evenly, and that was with, like, his owls having to completely rebuild their mouse cloud from scratch. Okay, Murloc really trying to get that. Oh, really trying to get those owls, but QQ just had more mice. And that takes him. That gives him the win. GG QQ. Right, I gotta go play Sense Edge. I really want to be playing more Badger. I want to be I lost the tourney because I had terrible Badger micro, and I just want to work on that. I think I've realised I've been kind of slacking too long, and I really need to get back into practicing with this game. Because this is the second championship tourney in a row where I've just been knocked out in the first rounds, and I don't like it. Oh dear. I made... This is not the right call I've made. Ah, that's a very awkward Commander death. Because we had a good engage there, now we can't really capitalise on it. Okay, we're close to critical damage here. We got him. Oh, well, that was close. I really thought we were out when he got that lizard rush on us, but whew, managed to just squeeze out enough squirrels. Okay, I had QQ stream open in the background to because I wanted to go watch that replay from his perspective after. Didn't snipe anything, don't know what Sense Edge has. Just in case anyone was going to be suspicious. I just literally opened it and went to mute it before he started speaking. Honestly, these two tier 3s with lizard only, probably not great. Would probably go much easier with squirrels because they can move in a more orderly line, but whatever. I said I wanted to start trying harder. That didn't mean I wanted to become a complete tryhard. I still want to be, you know, messing around with deck compositions and stuff. Ah, straight into a ball. Okay, I can play like that. Okay, this is really risky. And I've just realised there's a way in the back. I don't know if I'm going to have time for both of these. Oh, snakes. Oh, well, this is good at taking out snakes. Oh, I was going to be building pigeons anyway. I don't think 6 lizards can take out 2 snakes, though. I think I can take it if I micro properly. But just gonna get all the pigeons and lizards I can. They'll be very important. It's kind of just very awkward to find an angle to attack. So maybe I don't. What if I do this? Okay, you want to build defences? I want to build defences. We've got more than map at the moment. It's just very awkward terrain to fight in with the water. Because his arty starts hitting me out here. Yeah, you're obviously not going to get away with that, mate. And now it's a siege where we try and starve him out. Sod it. I think it's important enough that we stop this. Okay, he's building tier 1 as well. That means the RT is good. And we could consider another ball. He has to push into us. Like, we just need to make sure we've got enough army to hold when he does. And more balloons means that his commander has a decent chance of just dying. Yeah, we lost the badger, but we got him. Was that game 2? Yeah, because the first one he lizard rushed us. Not the most... Probably not the most entertaining game to watch, but it was like... it was an unassaultable position on both sides. Okay, my turn to cast QQ because he's going up against Fleur. I don't know who this other guy is, and it's not showing his Discord name. Just says B ... Oh no, wait, hang on, we're not in the lobby. Where'd everyone go? Oh, they just went to a different one. No one told me. I feel left out. Okay, so squirrel, lizard, mole, ferret, raccoon, badger, QQ against squirrel, mole, falcon, snake, raccoon, artillery for Fleur. And I think we're caught up. Alright. So, squirrel, lizard... No tier 3 for Fleur. I don't know what's changed, but everyone seems to be taking artillery nowadays. Like, I don't know why. It's not got any better. It's not had any changes made to it. I think people are just, like, want to see it used. Everyone wants to be the one to try and make it work, and, you know, artilleries can be useful in the right situation, but they're so map dependent that it really feels like there's no sort of deck where they're like, oh wow, like where the artillery is like the key piece, you know, where the whole deck just sort of centers around it. They're like, you have a sort of consistent 5 piece deck, and then you slam an artillery on as a little bonus, a novelty. Or you know, go all in on some like weird strat that could just fail if you don't get the right map. Right, so quick badger for QQ has been scouted. Fleur going for snakes, but oh, was the badger just a bluff for QQ to hide all these moles? It looks like it was. Thing is, I don't know if the base race works. I kind of think he loses this. Like, all these squirrels right on the front door. Moles on the way. Okay, so Fleur is taking the time to knock out all of the individual farms. Which means QQ is probably going to get away with this, because moles really do a lot of damage to mills. Okay. If QQ I think got a bit lucky there. I think if Fleur had gone straight for the mill, he would have won the race. But Fleur didn't know it was a race. He probably should have figured out that QQ was up to something. But he might have thought QQ was just like wandering around to, you know, do a pre-surrender scout. Like, QQ was doing a very good impression of someone who got caught with their trousers down. Okay, so we got squirrel, toad, pigeon, ferret, falcon, mine against squirrel, mole, falcon, snake, raccoon, artillery. Falcon first from QQ. You don't usually see falcon first. Because it's a tier 2 that is sort of the most vulnerable to getting ganked by tier 1s. Alright, Falcon Ferret. So QQ left himself very vulnerable to Fleur just taking these 9 squirrels and walking across the map and shooting him in the face. Because honestly, I think 9 squirrels could probably take everything that QQ had. But Fleur wants to eco up. QQ has got time to get his own 9 squirrels out with his tier 2. The Falcons will give him high ground vision. Still not the easiest territory to poke into. Yeah, Fleur knows about the mines. He's going to send his moles in first to try and clear, or well, try to at least. Oof. Nice ferret shot on the snake, but not quite enough to kill it. Okay, this is looking like a good start for QQ. Killed the snakes, kept his falcons, well, he had kept his falcons alive. Didn't pull them back far enough. The ferrets didn't get much done in that fight, predictably. Ferrets don't really like fighting tier 1. They're very small and very hard to hit, but QQ, you know, is playing the ferret game. Getting some pot shots while you eco up behind. Try and just creep ahead slowly. Of course, the problem is he's not ahead. Like, Fleur having this hill is such a big deal for him. But QQ does have a nice strong defensive position. Honestly, if you were Fleur, would you consider building an artillery? Probably not. It might be... I don't know. We built one on the corner. It would help keep QQ's ferrets out. Because they can outrange the artillery, but they can't see it until they, you know, get into the artillery's range, because the artillery's on a hill. And if the ferrets or the falcons come forward to see it, then that gives you an opportunity to jump on his army. Might be worth considering. Especially because there's no other tier 3. Like, I don't think an artillery here does anything. Like, that really only defends stuff if QQ has got onto the hill, at which point your army is dead. So what does it matter? Like, QQ has just kept these ferrets alive and constantly been shooting at them. And even though there's never been a moment where they were like, wow, that was a great ferret shot, they're just getting a little bit of value here or there, the odd tier 1, and, you know, it's all adding up. And that means he's finally ready to go in. And look at how he just decimates the army. Yeah, that artillery, I mean, it wasn't really up to be fair, but didn't really do anything. Could Fleur possibly hold? No. It looked for a moment like he might be able to save the remnants of that mill, but he wasn't. And that should be games to the QQ. QQ having a strong performance tonight. Do we have an issue here? Oh, apparently that was game 2? What? How quickly did game 1 happen? Alright.
Jest Joć Jodian Vox. Jest Joć Jodian Vox.
Are you quite liking this map? Playing a bit greedy here. I think I'm gonna get away with it. Okay, 1 second. Cam 1 coming. If he gives me time for it. He's being very generous by not attacking. Okay, we held. We got enough time. Plus, the cabin is helping out, which is nice. No. The cabin's earned the right to stay alive, I think. It helped out a lot. So let's just get those back up. He never put any eco down, so I don't think he's not going to be able to really mount a second assault. Oh. Alright, should just be walking in. Probably could have done it a while back, but I wanted to use my badger. Who am I playing? Some guy called Bulky Bison. I think he's new. I don't recognise him. Oh my god, my badger micro is so bad. When did my badger micro become so bad? That is why I'm trying to practice. My badger micro. I used to have the best badger micro in the game, and now I'm just terrible. And I don't know what changed. Anyway, after this it'll be bronze, which will probably be Bison against Fleur, and then it'll be QQ and I for the finals.
Yet Kolekia surge yet. Yes, your champion the Alphonse. Italian, Tilo Yorkiem Sien. Sien Horschen Yeshaha. Sien Chimaleches.
Okay. Should be good to get away with this. Honestly, that's really risky. I'm playing quite greedily. But I kind of got away with the greed enough that I can afford to. Okay, this is really greedy. Oh, artillery. Okay, well, good thing I've only got a couple of farms here. Okay, I'm just going to sit back and act like I've been really knocked out by that. I'll just build up over here instead. This is exactly how you want ninja mills to work. You want them to think that they've got you really pinned down when you're actually way ahead. Unfortunately, he does scout it. Don't know if he can do much about it though. So now the question is, is my Badger Micro going to be up to snuff? Because it hasn't been great so far.
Bon Dieu.
Okay, if he's just literally going to attack, then so am I. Clear out all his defense. And just go through all of his squirrels, because I have a badger, and those are squirrels. That wasn't really the test of Badger Micro I was hoping for, but it's a win. Where'd they go? Okay, I guess we're just going to the finals then.
Hello.
Hey, where did Bison go?
I can't believe that we're gonna be in
The finals together.
I know, it feels like it's like 2019 or something.
Yeah, just like old times.
It feels good, man.
Yeah.
That was a game. I haven't really seen bulky Bison play much, but that was pretty close.
Was it? Okay.
He had some good moves. Well, when he went around the map with his squirrels, I thought that was a good move.
Oh, I didn't. It left him so exposed. Like, he was relying way too hard on his defenses to... Like, I thought if he'd had, like, just, you know, any other unit, like, if he'd left... Because you want to leave the bulk of your army, you know, with the main... with your defenses, and send, like, a chameleon or two over to knock out the ninja.
Yeah, that would have been nice too.
Did he have...
I think he just had 15. He had like 15 squirrels, and that was it. Everything else was defense, so he only had the one unit.
He literally didn't have any other unit that could move.
No,
Oh,
literally nothing else.
Right. So the ninja mill was a very good call then.
Yeah.
Like, it had paid for itself easily by the time he killed it anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been... My Badger Micro has gone to absolute shit, and I've just really been wanting to practice it.
Oh my god, 10 falcons though, like... They just bursted it down in 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, I let it go too exposed. Didn't realise he had that many. I mean, it kind of didn't matter because I was so far ahead by that point. But still, that was like exactly the sort of thing I was talking about, where it's just like, I used to be really good at Badger, and now I lost like every tournament game because I mismicroed it.
Yeah, I feel like you had like a top 5 Badger like for a couple years, and like I think I was casting a game from this season. I'm like, okay, here comes Big Pimpatosh with this Badger, and I'm like, oh, it died. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well he's gonna lose this game.
Yeah, that just keeps happening to me, and I don't know what changed. Oh, sneaky,
We're getting old.
maybe. Sneaky rush from Fleur. Not that sneaky because I think Bulky. Oh no, did Bison see it?
No,
He
he
didn't
has
see the
no
Warrens.
idea.
Oh, this is gonna go badly.
It's
and
over.
He still hasn't scouted it. The squirrels are going to be shooting him before he finds out about it.
This is like a nightmare.
Yeah,
this
is
is what Sasha dreams of.
Yeah. This is exactly what you want to have happen when you're doing a squirrel rush on 4 farms. Your opponent to just spend a full minute scouting every other part of the map and going up to 8 farms.
Oh my god. Poor bulky bison.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going lizards.
Ah, and lizards are... Yeah, this is just the dream scenario for the squirrel rush. I don't think it would have made the difference, but...
No, but it's just like insult to injury almost.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how bulky does it this time. It's a good map for him.
And then we got squirrel, lizard, falcon, skunk, wolf, arty against squirrel, ferret, skunk, fox, machine gun, balloon.
I like Fleur's deck.
Yeah. Well, of course you would. It's got ferret and fox.
Like, I like the idea of like him like taking that north base and just like pushing. I know it's really slow and you can just walk around, but I love the idea of it, you know?
Well, just... I mean... The north base is like 3 north bases. Which one?
The northernmost north base.
What, right in the top corner? Oh, hey, if he can hold on to that, he's basically won the game already.
Yeah. And see, Bulky Bison's got the Artie.
You'd have to take it fast, and then... It's basically a proxy mill strategy at that point. You're playing like Meek.
Yeah. It's a good Artie map, though, for Bulky.
There's not... I mean, there's no little way for it to put pressure on. But one RT up at the top here can, like, defend that entire northern approach. There is that little 2-tile entrance way in the bottom, though, for Fleur to get in around the back. I don't know. So why are we seeing, like, there's been an artillery in basically every game tonight, and I swear
people are just realizing that Artie's the best. Are
they? Like, I like Artie, but it's not.
Well, you picked it.
Yeah.
You must think it's somewhat good.
I think it's fun. I don't think it's good.
I think people underreact or they overreact to it, and nobody properly reacts to it right now, which is what I like about it.
Honestly, the most some of the like most effective arties I've had have been ones that didn't even build, but they, like, my opponent saw them and decided to rush in when they weren't ready, and I killed their army for it. For a 180 food structure. And speaking of 180 food, Bison put down a wolf.
Yeah.
Is Fleur going to see
Fleur's
that?
not going to scout that. No
Pretty
chance.
Bison,
Oh,
though,
he's putting down static D. This is
Yeah.
not good for Fleur.
yeah, Bison needs to... I was about to say Bison's slow to eco, but he's getting his stuff down. But Fleur with a double campfire. Just roasting
Oh, yeah, look at that.
marshmallows.
He's going into ferrets. I'd like to see him drop a fox.
Bison is like building his warrens as if he wants them to get killed by ferrets. And he supply blocks his wolf as well, which is a bit of a mistake.
Will he sell here?
He should.
There we go. The 4 skunks just defending the front lines looks so awesome. Like, fuck with me.
I don't know how well they'd actually do if Fleur did move in. I guess he's only got 15 squirrels at the moment. So, probably alright. Like, Fleur has just really committed to the static D. Ooh.
Does he have vision of this?
Yeah, he does. That balloon is giving him high ground vision all the way over there. You can absolutely you can just knock this mill out entirely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Bison needs to sell. Like, Bison has the back mill he can take, or he can move up, so he's not out of options. Oh, the RT is not going to solve the issue, man.
That is so funny. He's like, well, he's got ferrets and high ground vision. What do I need here? How about an RT?
Well, he needs probably falcons is his best bet, so he can fly over the water and hit it. Hit the ferret if it tries it.
Okay, first sees the wolf. Oh, I guess you could increase the build time on that RT with the wolf, huh? I didn't even think about that.
That's not how the RT wolf works. It doesn't increase build time of structures, does it?
No, I guess it doesn't. No, I think you're right on that.
Like, you said it so confidently, I was like doubting myself, but no, that's not how it works.
I think I wanted to believe it. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
And the RT doesn't have any vision of him. Oh my god.
Yeah, and now these farms are going to go down.
Get out of there! Yo, the pig is dodging.
Wolf buff pigs! Wolf buff pigs! Honestly, the wolf...
No!
Okay, well, he's got all the eco on the other... He's got as much eco of that out of that one as he can. Oh boy, that was some really good ferreting.
A lot of turrets going down for Fleur. Like, his army isn't too big. If Bulky just focuses on, you know, army, maybe he could do it like just a bunch of lizards, maybe? Oh, he's going to falcons.
Yeah, makes sense, I suppose.
Oh, he's selling. What is he gonna do? Oh, this is a lot of food.
He doesn't really need the squirrels, but why does he need 800 food? He's going for a lot of falcons. If Fleur sees this, and Fleur does see this, surely Fleur just goes, okay, right click.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Bison
he's
is going to be getting the wolf buff on the Warrens to juice the units faster. But I don't know if it's going to be fast enough. Of course, all these Warrens go down immediately with the...
Fleur's got to be careful, though.
He
Falcons do get one shot, however.
Yeah, Fox can take the Falcons, but there are a lot of Falcons.
There's a lot of tanking there.
Oh, more defenses coming up. Basically just a big wall to hide behind, but it goes down. Bison needs to be careful of walking into those balloons, though.
Oh, no.
And retreating with the wolf buff not... If the Falcons don't have the wolf buff on them, then that Fox can just destroy them. And Fleur is just, like, because he's 8 farm... Oh my goodness, that wolf, I think it just got ferreted. I think all the ferret shots just landed on the wolf and killed it. You got one
4
shot.
ferrets, man. That's what happens sometimes if you're not careful.
I was about to say, Fleur is just like putting down machine guns just so like his army has something to hide behind, not so they can actually shoot. He knows they're not going to get up, but he's so far ahead on eco, he doesn't mind.
Poor bulky bison.
Yeah.
Is bronze best of 5 or 3?
3. That was game 2, right?
Yeah,
I
that
feel
was game
bad.
2, that's
Bulky
over.
Bison actually was doing some alright stuff there, and then but Fleur with that, the ferret on the high ground to the high ground mill was just brutal.
It was a good map for his deck. Alright, good luck, have fun, sir.
Alright, see ya. Or do you want to just stay in? Okay, never mind, he's gone. Alright. Where's he hiding? It's going to be awkward terrain if he's got ferrets. Kind of awkward for me to expand anywhere. Okay. Straight into the badger. Ah, hello. That's a lucky find. So do I commit to the... Because this is what... That's what he did against Fleur. So I guess now he's committed to the badger. Mine was like 20, 30... Mine was about halfway behind his. I don't know if I've got enough time to actually get it up. Hopefully with the... Hopefully with the wolf buff, it'll get out. Oh no, I'm way off. Yeah, didn't have the timing right.
Those. Yes, sir. Yes, warrior.
Like on a broader map, because we were also quite close together. Wonder what I could have done. Because if I'd attacked him, then he would have just come in with the moles.
Yes, your tutorial wants. Your barrage full.
If I'd gone mass squirrel and found the moles, then maybe, but probably, but that's like, if I've got mass squirrels, why am I going over there to get the campfire? Because I remember what happened last game when he tried this against Fleur, that's why. So yeah. Thing is, that's not a trick that's going to work more than once, really, with QQ. Like, I've seen it, I know it, next time I'll get him. I won't fall for it again.
Forget. Barrage. Give war. Lunch.
I think I can take that. I think 4 mils and a falcon is perfectly fine for me to... Okay, this is now becoming a bit more of an issue. Well, I literally just can't. Okay, this is becoming an unexpected problem. Right. That's annoying. Let's try this again. I just never... Like, the fact that I had paid for cams meant I just didn't have enough raw firepower to knock out the falcons once they got some pigeons healing them. Right, I think I played it pretty well up till then. But then I was just like, mathematically, I can't do this. I think I needed to sell the... I sent my cams forward to try and like knock out a farm, and they didn't seem to get anything, so I probably should have just sold them immediately and spammed more squirrels. That's a mistake I made, not responding quickly enough. But I thought if he's only got 4 pigs, surely my cam can get something done. Maybe it was hitting the mill, maybe one of his falcons like spawned and gunned it down. Okay. He's going straight into tier 2, I'm going straight into tier 3 then. I'm going to leapfrog him. This time I'll have enough squirrels. Maybe I won't. If I can get this wolf out, I think I'm good. Okay, well, that cost him his entire army, so I think I'm okay with it. Those squirrels did not get the work done that I was hoping they would. No! Damn it! I'm gonna lose 3-0 because I made one bad decision in each game. Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, that's very frustrating. Oh, that's very, very annoying. I was doing so well tonight, and then QQ just demolishes me. Just cheeses me 3 times. I should have put that Badger Warren farther back, though. It's just like I made one tiny mistake. Alright. Well. Okay. Well, Meek sent me a couple of replays, so I'm going to go play those. But, man, I'm really annoyed. Because QQ and I have a long-standing rivalry. I'm very disappointed to lose 3-0 to him. Oh, man. I just wanted to get my Badger out, man. I just wanted to play Badger. Where did I go so wrong in that last one? I probably shouldn't have just... I probably shouldn't have attacked. But I didn't realise it would go that badly. I guess he sold his falcons and just went into more squirrel. And I assumed he'd keep the falcons. Didn't think he'd be able to build up that many squirrels in time. But yeah, my counterattack went much worse than I thought it would. And if I just built straight up after that, I would have had enough to hold while I got my Badger out, and then I could have won. And even if I had counterattack, if I just put my Badger farther back in the corner, so he couldn't just rush it with them, because I put it in basically the same place as the wolf, and I thought about it at the time, but I thought I'll just have to make sure he doesn't get far enough in. And yeah, I just wasn't able to do that. Again, the pigeons just stopped me from killing his stuff quickly enough. Oh, straight into a ball. Okay. Squirrel, lizard, skunk, snake, owl, wire for Meek, and squirrel, pigeon, ferret, snake, boar for Chase. I'm gonna try and let the past be in the past, because he's not fooling me with that mole trick again. I'm not getting fooled by the falcon trick again. And that last game was just a tiny misplay. So I gotta not let it weigh on my mind, even though I am very, very annoyed. As you can tell, because despite saying how I'm not gonna dwell on it, I'm still talking about it. I'm so angry. Ugh. So mad. Like, it felt like I've just been cheesed 3 times in a row. I was definitely cheesed twice, at least. Just a very, very, very frustrating set of losses that I cannot stop dwelling on. Chase is coming in with squirrels. Meek did a big resell and has put into... I don't know what Meek's done. He's got 4 farms and a bunch of lizards. I was too busy whining. He's trying to go around and hit the boar. He forces a sell, but he's losing all his lizards. Are any of them going to make it out of here? One of them. Okay, that's 11 lizards to force a sell on a boar, Warren. Probably not worth. So now he's putting up a bunch of wire. He's going to have to try and hold out. But the wire gets gunned down while it's still building. Honestly, that was his moment. He probably should have jumped on while he was attacking the cabin. Now he is just able to hold. Well, he's able to hold the first wave. Here comes the second. Meek has superior eco, but he doesn't have really efficient defending units. He's got snakes. He's just going to lose the mill. He's working on his skunks. If he had skunks up instead of the snakes, or more squirrels, he could have held that. He was very close, but that was his big advantage. Now, I mean, it does mean that he's still equal in eco, and he's ahead in tech. Like, that farm, those farms probably paid for the mill. So I don't think he's behind. He's going to go for an owl. Okay, so tier 3 coming out. Honestly, I wouldn't bother. If you see this from Chase, you'd probably just go for a second set of skunks. But maybe he's like planning for the future. He knows that Chase has a boar in his deck. Chase could easily sell out of this to go for something else. And he has. He's sold a couple of warrens to put down a snake and some pigeons, another mill. I still think at 18, a second skunk warren is warranted. But it's not going to be as... I don't know why Meek's moving in here. Like, he has the skunks, true enough, but... he has one set of skunks and there's a whole load of pigeons here. That is just a... that's just a bad attack by Meek. Especially while he's building up his tier 3. And that's going to be a dead farm, surely. Meek isn't even going to try and defend this. He wants to at least threaten a base race so that Chase leaves. Is he going to sell a warren to get these owls going? He sells all his tier 1. I don't know why he's keeping the snakes at this point. They don't seem to be contributing much. And Chase, another lucky scout, sees the lizards, sees that there's only 3 of them. Meek is in starvation. So he's going to have to sell something. Nearly has the owl, but still like 10-15 seconds, and then he needs another 10-15 seconds to actually get the mice up. Okay, he could absolutely jump on these snakes now. I mean, the pigeons would make it a slog. Okay. Snake and Owl, both really good units for a low eco game. But Meek really needs to just be cautious. He doesn't have any pigeons to heal up to fight the poison back. And he's not letting his owl count, his mouse count build up. The squirrels come in and just rush down the mill. The snakes do die, so these skunks can take care of the... well, they can't really without any direct damage. The pigeons are just going to keep him alive. Again, Meek just never got time to get this owl actually cooking. Loses another skunk, but okay, enough mice do whittle it down. Meek has the money to put down another farm. No way to kill the pigeons. He wants to come in and try and get some warren damage done. to retreat now. Needs to build up another bundle of mice. But they're just going in one by one. Like, Chase is not letting up because he knows that if Meek gets another full round of mice, another full owl of mice out, I don't think Chase will be able to hold it. Meek's going in with just 4. With the skunk, is that going to be enough? No. And the owl is going to die. Oh. Close game. Meek got impatient there. He needed to just hold back and let another few, let more mice come out. Because it's like, what, 8 mice that you can build from one owl? He went in on just 4. Oh, alright, so squirrel, pigeon, falcon, badger, machine gun, artillery. Against squirrel, mole, falcon, skunk, snake, wolf. I'm going to look and see if I can find any other. Some other games. I'm enjoying this. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I need to... I was too busy downloading another replay. I need to see what happened here. Oh, okay. I've got so many games that just need to just clogging up. Okay, so Meek is going for a 4-farm double squirrel. Araloo sees it. Goes for a 5-farm warren and puts down a mole as well, because moles don't have the building time for the unit. You get one as soon as the warren is built. You get your first mole, so it comes out quicker. The other units after that then have to still, you know, build properly. So Meek, I mean, a mole isn't going to do much on the defense, but it buys a bit of time. Meek manages to get 1 farm, trade some tier 1, they're both on 4. If Araloo had kept that farm alive, he'd probably be it'd be a significant lead, but didn't. So isn't. Okay. Okay, I've cleared out a whole load of games, so I can actually see what's in my replay folder. Oh no, I accidentally deleted some I didn't want to. I deleted a zip file that had like a whole bunch of old games in it. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. They'll probably be around somewhere. In the VODs or the highlights and stuff. wonder if there's any way I can get them back. Have they gone to recycle bin or something? I think they would have. And I don't know how to check right now. Oh yeah, hang on. This is it. Okay. Now, so both players just building up. We're going to hit the 4-minute mark without either player putting another base down. Snakes v Falcons. Aralu just about manages to see that off. Meek loses all his falcons. Aralu loses both his skunks, but loses both his snakes, but keeps his skunks alive. Both players expanding. Meek slamming down 3 machine guns, and looks like he's going to go for an arty as well. Probably don't want to do it while you're being attacked though. He just doesn't really have anything to deal with Mass Squirrel. He's relying on the machine guns for that. Okay, he's taking a very good central position here. Right in the middle of the map. This artillery will put pressure on this mill and defend all 3 of these. So this is a really powerful artillery. Which is fitting considering what we've been talking about so much tonight. I'd also think that he could go out. This mill is super safe for Meek to take. It's slow for him to get there the first time, but then he can just burrow to it. Aralu, he could, you know, put some moles or something down over there, but Meek would see it. He could, like, send some falcons over, but Meek could see it and would have a chance to respond. Meek is doing his own falcon shenanigans, hiding them in the corner. That you're going to want to bring them over. I think Aralu suspects. That's why he's putting his snakes out. Or not. Okay, he's going to go on a mission. Metal Gear Snakes. And oh, Meek, that's 1 farm. That's 2 farms. That's 3 farms. Meanwhile, over here, that's just... This is going to be 4? But these are 4 almost spent farms. And these falcons are still going. Oh, but now the snake has got over here, but it's got whittled down by the pigs. The falcon warren is dead. Aralu's army's getting caught in the middle. Meek's falcons are finally dead. That's another dead pig. I don't know how that one even survived. All the reinforcements for Meek getting absolutely gunned down by the arty and machine guns. And that leaves Meek 1 farm ahead, but Meek killed farms on the original mill. Sorry, Meek lost farms on his original mill. Aralu lost farms on his expansion. And the expansion is more valuable because these original farms are fallowing out anyway. So, Meek is definitely ahead now. Aralu has to spend a lot of money resupplying, replacing his economy. While Meek is fine to just let these keep farming, and he's expanding onto a 3rd base. Yeah, an arty creep could be the thing here. Put one in this corner right by this mill. I guess it wouldn't actually hit anything new though. But it could let you take this mill and then you could creep again. But he's just taking the badger instead. Which makes sense. I mean, he's going up against a player he knows has snakes in his deck, but there's only 2 of them. Like, did the game desync, or are both players just standing still? That's really weird. Okay, Araloo has scouted the badger. Might want to keep his snakes then. He's going for falcons. Meek sold the artillery. Selling most of his defences so he can go into a mobile army. Araloo just leaving his snakes in the water. He doesn't have the opportunity to sneak in. Araloo is slightly behind, but this badger for Meek is just going to be... I just don't know if Araloo's got the stuff to hold this. Like, that's a significant army boost for Meek. He's not quite able to get enough tags on it. And yep, Meek takes it. Alright. Okay, so I think these are more Meek games. Oh, Sasha Meek. So, Squirrel, Pigeon, Falcon, Skunk, Boar, Machine Gun against Squirrel, Skunk, Owl, Wolf, Fox, Wire. Do you like to see a triple tier 3? I don't know, Meek, but don't spoil it. It's your replay. Only you know. But I don't want to find out. Oh, you don't remember? Okay, well this will be fun. For both of us. It was titled Need to See This, so I imagine something interesting happens. So far, though, just 8 farms into squirrels. Expansion for Meek. Sasha's probably going to do the same. I think this is a Sasha favoured map with his like 3 quick, easy expansions. Meek has this one, which is nice and safe. This one and this one, though, are much more exposed. Especially this one here. Because if Meek takes this mill, sorry, Sasha takes this mill, then this is like just off the high ground. But this third base should be reasonably secure. And there's a cabin there for a little bonus farm. So it's not like Meek's base is awful, I just think Sasha's is nicer. Alright, Meek coming in with the squirrels. 3v3. More on the way. Meek building up a skunk. Sasha putting down a machine gun. Also going harder on the farms. Meek going back and putting down a quick wolf. And that lets a squirrel get picked off, but it's only 20 food, no big deal. Alright, here comes a skunk, and Sasha only has squirrels to defend. But that skunk is spending most of its time shooting the pigs and not actually killing them. So, I'd say that was a pretty unsuccessful attack by Meek there. Oh man, my throat. Oh. Alright. Where are we going to end up? So, Meek has a... Sorry, wrong side of the map. Meek has a wolf building. Now the fox warren is nearly complete. And the wolf will come buff it and speed it out. Meanwhile, Sasha getting that badger. Fox hasn't been scouted, but the wolf has. And the badger has been scouted by Meek. Sasha is also fully saturated on his second mill, as opposed to Meek, who's only got the 3 farms on his second. And is going to quickly fallow out on his original. Going for an owl as well. But with the wolf buff to his economy, he should be able to, yeah, catch up very quickly. So, Sasha comes in, sees the owl. He does not see the fox still. Which might lead him into going heavily into the falcons. Or he's going to rely on the badger. And, I don't know, a wolf buff fox could do some could take care of a badger very quickly. Fox is already kind of a counter to badger. Like, the main problem with fox against badger is actually hitting the damn thing, because it's going to be surrounded by pigeons and squirrels. But if the fox actually hits the badger, it's that badger is in a lot of trouble. And Meek hiding behind his wire. Sasha pushing through, getting the rev up, knocking out a fox warren. Badger just staying alive. Is Sasha going to try and fight this out? He is. Here comes the owl. That's just going to give the badger free rev. That fox warren is still alive. Taking very careful micro by both players here, but Sasha is finally the one who says, okay, time to leave. Time to regroup. He loses quite a few reinforcements on the retreat. Because the wolf buffed units can catch up to him easily. He's able to collect himself. Can he hit the wolf? It's just ahead of him. Okay, and now Meek has a second owl and is going to have a second badger. He is under half of Sasha's army, but he can buff his farms to make up for that. More wire gets eliminated. That badger takes a big hit, but goes back and heals. Okay, the second fox is out before the warren goes down. That badger is still alive, and it's still getting value. Like, Sasha has such a good answer to the owls with skunk, falcon, badger, pigeon. But he is getting whittled down. It's that fox who's really causing the havoc. Just constantly picking off tier 2s. He picks off the badger, finally. Sasha surrenders. I thought Sasha, if he'd got that final pig, I don't know, would he have had time to rebuild an army? I don't know. I think Sasha maybe jumped the gun a bit. I don't think he realised how close that was. I guess there's still a massive army for... It's probably dead, but I would have stuck in there just for a little bit longer. Whew. Okay, so these were titled 2 Wire games by Meek. I gotta say, that last game, The Wire, didn't seem to do much. It was the Wolf Buff Fox that really carried. Just constantly, just bang, 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 just getting unit after unit after unit. Because the owls were easily handled by Sasha's deck. It was just, he could not get through to the fox. He basically killed everything else. Alright, so Meek versus Araloo, Squirrel, Squirrel, Skunk, Owl, Wolf, Fox, Wire. So this is the same deck as last time for Meek. And Araloo with Squirrel, Mole, Falcon, Skunk, and Wolf. Meek goes for a 5-farm double. Araloo for a 6-farm single to just defend. Okay, 6-farm double now. I don't think Meek is going to successfully be able to push. Araloo has seen this second one, and he hasn't. That's a sneaky hidden Warren up there. But Araloo, you know, has played as if he could have seen it. Probably just did the maths and realised if he's got 4 farms and a Warren, there must be a second one somewhere. Alright, so he's coming in. This Warren spawning units on the high ground and the flank really screws that attack up for Araloo, who did come in with a bigger army. But the positioning of this Warren was just in the right place. Alright, so Araloo looking to mole again. Both players up to their 8 farms. Meek looking for an expansion. Araloo looking for an attack. Gonna come round this side and hit this Warren. Bit of a choke point here. With the moles, he's able to knock it out. Now he wants to jump on the farms. He hits one. He's going to go for the tier 2 Warren. He is. A skunk comes out. Can he get it? He's not going to get it. Doesn't look like it. I know, it's borderline. He gets a second farm at the very least. Then he cuts his losses. That's enough for him. Okay, took out 2 farms. Would have loved the tier 2 Warren, obviously, but did take down a tier 1 Warren and 2 farms, so can't complain too much. Araloo is definitely ahead here. He has not scouted this expansion. He knows that there's a mill there, but he doesn't know that Meek has it, or that Meek's put down 3 farms. But he might have deduced it because he's putting down a wolf, which is, you know, about as much. Meek's putting down a wolf as well, though. Meek is really trusting this Wire against a guy who has moles and chameleons, although Meek hasn't seen those yet, but still, it's a safe bet that Araloo has chameleons. They're not exactly an uncommon unit. No proper pain. No proper pain. Okay. So Wolf out for Araloo. Wolf not quite out for Meek. Araloo has got a nice scout on to see the 7 farms here. Both players scouted the tier 3s. Meek hasn't scouted the Fox Wolf, the Fox Owl yet, but that's just because they've just gone down. Both players on 10 farms. It says Meek Araloo's on 9, but that's because it doesn't count the campfire as a farm. It counts it as a mill, which is seems odd, but makes sense because they function as mills as they keep you in the game until they're destroyed. It's not really an easy solution because either way it's going to not fit in certain ways. Okay, Araloo still hasn't seen the extra tier 3s, but does have wolf buff cams. 6 chameleons is already a pretty chunky army, but 6 wolf buff chameleons, I mean, I don't think there's any unit in the game that gets as much from a wolf buff as chameleons. It's like maybe Badger, maybe Falcon, but even then, I kind of think cams might take it. Wolf buff chameleons are just insane. And where were these moles coming from? He must have had something down over here building them. Alright, so if for some reason he's sending his squirrels in rather than the moles or the cams. But here we go. Wolf buff chameleons just swarming through. The fox is going to be one of the better units to take him out. But Araloo is just chasing Meek into the corner. There is Meek baiting Araloo into the corner. The wolf and the fox both go down, along with several farms, but Meek does clear up Araloo's army. And he keeps a wolf buffed owl alive. He can get another fox out as well. It's already halfway done if the wolf buffs that warrant. Yeah, Araloo just went all in there and he did not get the damage done he needed. Like this farm, he didn't even kill this farm. This farm wasn't even taken, so it was only 1 farm he got. Only killed the fox as a tier 3. The rest of Meek's army is pretty cheap. So much wire to get through. Araloo has sold the Araloo is trying to attack again. I don't know why. Okay, he surrenders. Can I just go back to that? So Meek had these two, had this mill. This mill was all completely used up. And he probably had the campfire. Meek was trapped here. But Araloo had this mill. I mean, guess this mill. I guess he was worried that Meek would have just counterattacked. But honestly, I don't think Araloo needed to push. I think Araloo would have been better off. I guess it's easier for me to say from an omnipotent angle, but I feel like Araloo could have got another wolf up and sort of tried to keep Meek contained. Because turtling works both ways. Like, if you turtle, yeah, it's hard for your opponent to get in, but it's also hard for you to get out. I just want to see what the game state was like at the end of this. I wish there was a rewind feature in this. So, like, when you got to the end of the game, you could just go, hang on, come back a bit, come back a couple of seconds. Because actually, a lot of games, where it's like they just end abruptly, and you're like, wait, what happened? And it's because you didn't notice the mole like base race going on the other side. Okay, so this is a big attack. What does actually goes down here? A bunch of tier 1 warrens. The comedians get really far ahead of the army and just are kited by the fox, which does eventually go down. The wolf goes down. One farm goes down. Yeah, it's like he didn't even kill all the squirrels. That was actually quite a bad attack. Okay, this is a much more justified calling it a wire game. So then, now, like, this is where Meek is going to attack. And then he's going to surrender. Oh. So, there's only 3 farms here, which are close to fallowing out for Meek. I guess there's these 2 at the front that he can take, because there's still quite a lot of wheat on them. He never took this cabin, so he can take that as well. Araloo still has this space, which is looking decently healthy. I think that one in the corner might fallow. And he's got this 3rd mill that he can take. And for Meek to take this mill, he's going to have to come out from behind his wall of barbed wire. So if I'm Araloo, then I'm looking to just sort of defend, I think, from here. And rebuild, but with my eco advantage. The thing is, I don't think Meek knew that they had an eco advantage. I don't know how... Because I think when he left, these farms were all still farming. I don't know if he had time to, you know, worry about the fight and plan the next steps of the game and lament his mistakes and note that there wasn't a lot of wheat on here. That might be too much for one person to do, even for Araloo. Yeah, Meek comes around, hits this cabin. Or at least he was going to. Like, yeah, if I'm Araloo, I don't see this massive wall of barbed wire with 3 tier 3s behind it and think, I need to attack. And Araloo is still sitting on a very healthy eco. I don't know why Araloo felt the need to attack here. The only thing I can think of is that he thought that this meal was basically, like, had as much food on it as his. And he thought that it was 8v8 farms, maybe. And he doesn't even fight until his army dies. He just sees it and surrenders. Yeah, I don't really get what was going on with Araloo there. Alright. So, do we want to do another game? That was still works. What are patient moles? Because I don't remember a lot of these. Oh, okay. So, Geordie, Falcon, Cam, Snake, Boar Mine against Mole, Ferret, Raccoon, Wolf, Machine Gun, Balloon. I mean, it's called Patient Moles, so I can take a good guess at how this ends. But I don't know. Well, let's fast forward a bit, because at the moment we're just ecoing up. Nothing really too interesting. exploring the map. I go raccoon first. He goes for squirrels, and then I put down machine guns in the middle of the map. I guess I'm trying to... So I'm trying to set up like a defensive position, which makes sense because there's this whole square of mills that I can sort of claim if I get the center. But he just walks around right onto my raccoon. I come back and just manage to save it and then lose it. But I get enough damage done that I save the warren and don't lose any pigs. He has some units walking into my machine guns. In the meantime, moles. That is what I was doing instead of defending my territory. So I guess these must be the patient moles. How long do they stay there? Because at this point, most of my, like, about half my army value is in this little, like, plateau. Like, I am committed to the mole strat. Okay, still setting up this defensive position. Oh, he finally sees it. I don't know what prompted him to go scout that. And then he doesn't... Hang on. So he walks over here, he sees the moles and doesn't go kill them. What? Why? Did he just assume I'd sell them? Like, just take your cams and go over there. Is he worried that I'll, like, attack while he moves out? But he can just send his... He doesn't need to send his whole army, and I don't have, like, much to attack with. I certainly didn't at the time. And he still hasn't gone and done it. I wonder if he's just forgotten at this point. Like, that is befuddling. Like, he actually sees the moles, they attack him, and he just goes, oh, I won't worry about that. Meanwhile, I'm still leaving him there. He's moved his army sort of far enough away that I could probably sneak in. And I'm really struggling to not rally all. Finally, I burrow over. And this is where the moles come out. They're hitting the farms instead of the mill. I go back to try and micro my ferrets and raccoons. The moles finally get the job done. And I bring my ferret round to hit this while he goes up to fight the moles. 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad it happened. I left those moles there about like 2-3 minutes. I'm just very confused as to why Geordie saw them. Like, I assumed that they would have been, you know, just unscouted. But they weren't. Geordie saw them. Geordie walked up to the moles, got bonked on the head by them, and decided to never address them. Which is just odd. I wonder what base is. I'm assuming a base race of some kind. Okay, so it's lizard, pigeon, mole, snake, boar, arty against Squirrel, pigeon, ferret, skunk, fox, mine. I'm just going mass lizard. Mass lizard against mass squirrel. Okay, I move out. Take out the cabin. A quick look in and think, oh dear, lose my commander, which means I'm probably going to lose a lot of lizards. Yep. I'm very lucky Hylix isn't just attacking, because he could definitely kill me. Building up an arty. Okay, I jump in on the side to try and defend my artillery. Just not able to make it. My artillery gets a couple of shots off. But I'm definitely behind. I'm taking that mill, which means I think at this point I've like decided a base race is the only way. There's not an easy way around to do it. Like, you can't get up here, so you have to come through this pathway, which is lined with mines and is also where his army is standing. So I'm going to go over here. Am I going to put moles down? I am. How close did Hylix get to scouting that there? I must have been within a tile. Yeah, I think I try and come up here and realise I can't. Because it looks like there's a tile gap there. In the meantime, do I just go with my moles? I do. That's knock him instantly down to one farm. Thing is, I still don't know if I can actually take this army. So I'm going to try and walk around it. Go through the mines. I'm just ignoring it entirely. Just desperately attacking the mill. I don't make it. He's in starvation though. I'm going for more moles. Now I'm in starvation. I realise I just cannot defend that mill. Honestly, if I just built a couple of snakes, I probably would have been fine. I probably could have taken this army. Because I had even numbers of tier 1. But, you know, squirrels scale a lot better than lizards. Okay, so now I'm here microing my moles. I bring my lizards in to try and get this mill. I get it because they just rebuilt. And now this mill's... Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I go down and I bait him with the moles, and then I bring in my lizards when his army's out of position. Hey Lucas, just watching some old replays. I think I'm about to finish though, because I need to go have some food. But anyway, thanks for coming everybody. A very fun and very frustrating PBC in equal measure. But thanks for coming to watch, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo. No, it's not that. It's Toodles. Whoops. Nearly messed up my catchphrase. Anyway. Bye.